Good morning, everyone. I wanted to post a video going over your weekly assignments for me for this week. Um, so I posted this. If you look under, it's the most recent thing I posted in Google Classroom, and also if you go to classwork, weekly assignments, and you scroll down, I forgot to tag it, but I will do that. It would be in this weekly assignments thing right here. I can also email it to you if you're having trouble finding it. Sorry about my dog screaming in the background as per usual. Okay, so here we go. Weekly assignments 420 through 424. Everything's due by Friday evening. Work at your own pace, and don't forget to check your specials classrooms. Remember, um, if you're in my SGI groups, you don't have to worry about completing the work in the Cicilline May Oscarly Google Classroom. If you're not in one of my Math SGI groups, you do the math work in there. Otherwise, you can just focus on the math work in here, and all of you have reading assignments for me as well. Okay, so let's start with reading. Same, read independently or out loud to someone for at least 20 minutes per day. This is the most important thing to me, is that you have a book that you're reading and enjoying. Fill out this form at the end of the week. That's the same form we've had, but just checking in with what pages you read and what book you're reading, and a little summary of it. It's not coming up right now, but that's what that is. Complete at least one Read Naturally story if you're on Read Naturally for me online, and I can check your progress there. And if you need to be moved up a level, just email me and let me know if you finished all the stories in one level. Then I posted this really cool article from Newsy LA about this robot nurse who is treating coronavirus patients and helping keep doctors and nurses safe. So that's pretty interesting. So if we go, oh, there's the independent reading form. You should be familiar with that. You can fill that out on Friday. What page you started on, what page you ended on. So if I click on this assignment, Tommy the Robot Nurse, here's the article right here that you can read, Robots Helping Nurses. And then the quiz I put in a Google form right here. Quiz, not like a graded quiz. It's more like a check your understanding to see what you understood. It's not like I'm giving you a grade, but just to see what you understood from what you read. So there are 3 multiple choice questions, and then 1 question about what is the main idea of the article. Okay, let's see what else we got here. So again, this is all due by Friday. Don't have to do it all in one day. The other thing that I want you to do is an independent reading response. So these are the options. So based upon what kind of book you're reading, if you're reading a fiction text, these are your 4 choices for fiction books. And if you're reading a nonfiction text, these are your 4 question choices. So here, down here at the bottom, you would put your book title and you would start typing your response. That should be a few sentences to a paragraph. Okay. So it's your choice. Again, you don't have to do all of these. You pick one if you're reading a fiction text, or you pick one of these if you're reading a nonfiction or an informational text. Okay. So that's everything for reading this week. Oh, and if you are in my SGI group, you can continue working in your Wilson notebook. Okay, spelling. I posted the new spelling words right here. You can click on those. Same thing as last week. Have someone at home give you a quiz on Thursday. Share your grade with me using this form. You guys have been really great about that. Remember, anything that's underlined like this is a link you can click on. And then your new paragraph writing assignment for this week is cool. It's called Fixing School or Changing School. I'll click on it and show you. It is the prompt is think about your school. What are some things about your school you wish you could change? Pick one thing you wish you could change about your school and write a paragraph explaining. Paragraph, people, not a sentence. Explaining what you would change and why. So here, just brainstorming some notes like I showed you last week or the week before. Here we've got a place for a rough draft, and here a final draft with capital letters and punctuation and all that good stuff. Okay, so I'd would love to see your ideas for what you would change about our school. That is your writing for the week. And then math is looking a little bit different. So um, I guess I should delete this because I said from last week you can work in any order that you like. This week we're going to be probably Tuesday or Wednesday trying a new type of math assignment that goes along with our Eureka math. So for today, I just did a little bit of review multiplying a fraction by a whole number. And then later in the week, I will post more assignments. But for today, what you can focus on here is this is the assignment. You click on it, it brings you to our Google Classroom. There's a video I made about multiplying a fraction by a whole number, review of that. And then there are, I think, 6 questions I created for, um, yep, multiplying a fraction times a whole number. So if you have a printer, you can print this out and solve it and then take a picture of it. If you don't have a printer, just write it on a separate piece of paper and then take a picture of it. If you're having trouble taking a picture of your work and uploading it, you can either upload it to the assignment, I think, or you can just email it to me. Either way, if you're having trouble uploading a picture, just email me and let me know, and we'll figure out how you can show me your work. It's hard because math is it's hard to type your math work, so I would like you to be able to do it on a piece of paper and take a picture. If you can't, well, we will figure something out. Don't stress. Just let me know if you're having trouble. So come back here tomorrow and look for more assignments. Just a reminder here that I included some multiplication charts in Google Classroom, the 2 different types that we have in my classroom. Here listing the times tables like that, and over here is just the grid chart. So if you have a printer, it would be great to print those out. Um, and then for science, again, optional science if you have time. This is what Mrs. May posted for magnetism activity. So if you click here, it'll take us to our shared Google Classroom. Says this week what you will be learning about magnetism. There's one magnetism hyperdoc, which is this thing. A hyperdoc just means a document with links in it, with links for you to use for all week. Choose at least one source from the magnetism hyperdoc to read, listen to, or watch each day. Take some notes. Make note of cause and effect relationships about magnetism. And then over here, use your notes to complete the magnetism exit ticket. Please write in complete sentences. So this is optional science for the week. You don't have to do the whole thing. You can do some of it, you can do all of it, you can do none of it. It's depending upon how much time you have, how stressed you feel, and whether you're interested in this, okay? It is not mandatory. If you have questions about this particular assignment, I would email Mrs. May directly because she created it, but I can try to help you as well. And the final thing I wanted to say was that if you feel like you're someone who needs um, more frequent check ins with a teacher, Mrs. Spencer and Miss M are going to be available for Google Meets as well. Or if you just want to schedule something to say hi with them, I will link I will post their email addresses in Google Classroom so that you can email them directly if you ever feel like you need help with an assignment, you have questions, or you just want to say hi. I know that they miss you and they would love to hear from you as well. And of course, I'm always here for any questions or anything that you need help with. I miss you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you when we have a Google Meet tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly which groups we're doing yet, but I hope you had a great week of April vacation and Easter, and I'm looking forward to working with you online this week.